Hi you guys, thank you for watching Cooking with Amy. We are gonna make a yummy dish today, and I hope I am saying this vegetable correctly, but I have to look at it when I say it. It's a kabocha, squash, which it means in English, it's a pumpkin, but it's almost looks like a acorn. But anyways, we are gonna make a yummy, delicious dish with this tonight, and I am super, super excited about it. So, I did heat this up or cook it ahead of time just because for the amount of time we had for it. So basically what you want to do with this kabocha, it's a kabocha, sorry, kabocha squash. What you want to do is you want to cut the top off, save the top. You're going to clean out the insides of it, you're going to clean out the pumpkin seeds in it. And then what I did is I took some avocado oil and I put some salt and pepper in there, and I put a little bit of garlic seeds or garlic powder in there as well because that's, I love it. Just kind of rubbed it around and coated it, and then same thing with the top. You take the top, do the same thing, but when you cook it the top down. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the stuff that's gonna go in the inside of it because we are gonna put it back in the oven. So you wanna make sure that you have your oven preheated at 400. So I do have on the stove, I have my pan starting to get warm because we have some olive oil in it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some onions. So I'm trying to use up everything that I have. So I have, I had a half of a white onion left, and I have half of a yellow onion left. And if you want, you can use just a whole onion of whichever one you want. All you can do is cut it up nicely, nice and thin, just dice it up. See how easy that is? And seriously, tonight is gonna be really fast and easy. And while this is going to go in the oven and finish cooking, we're also gonna make a dessert. We're gonna make something up. All right. So we are gonna take our onions and we're gonna put them in our pan. So come on over with me. Make you guys go down. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these onions to it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my white onions as well. Now for this recipe, there's one thing that I am leaving out just because I don't do them. It's tomatoes. You can add tomatoes to it if you want. I just don't do tomatoes just because they just don't agree with me. Not anymore. I miss them, but yes. So all I'm gonna do is kind of swish these around a little bit. I'm gonna let them cook for a bit. We want to cook them until they're starting to get nice and tender, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients in here as well. So the rest of our ingredients is going to be, you want to get a can of corn. You can drain them, and then a can of black beans. You want to drain them and rinse them. And then what else? And of course our garlic, and then our seasoning. So let's start with this here first. So like I said, what you want to do is cook your onions a bit until they're kind of getting a little bit nice and tender and a little bit translucent. Then what I want to do is I'm going to add some garlic to it. Let me get my mincer. I don't know about you guys today, but I am so glad it is Wednesday. So this weekend, we aren't going to do a Saturday cooking just because I'm not going to be in town. I'm going to be out of town. And I just won't have time to even, where I'm going to even try and do a meal. Just because we're doing a baby shower. And yeah, I just won't have time. So just tonight, you guys get me. I love the smell of onions. Oh, it smells so delicious. So I'm really excited. This weekend I'm going up to see family. We're doing a baby shower for my brother and his girlfriend. And so I'm also giving my nieces and nephews their Christmas presents and stuff like that. So I have a fun little surprise. I thought I would kind of do something fun with them and get them excited about some stuff that I made for them. So I talked to them all before Christmas, and I wanted to make these hot cocoa bombs and stuff like that for them. So I kind of was doing like a Christmas theme for them, and then I was kind of also doing the bark because it was, so much chocolate. So I decided, and if they watch this, they will get a heads up or a sneak peek on what to look out for. So I made some bark, and I put them in these cute little containers, and there's one of them that I have made. I call it the Grinch bark just because I made it green, and then I put like these yummy little tiny like thin mints on them. Those are on them, and then what else did I put? Oh, I put some coconut on it, shredded coconut. So it's kind of like almost an almond bar with that little minty taste. So anyways, with that one, I think I'm going to stick some money in it and let them know that they have to, because they're not going to know which one it is, which container it is. They're all going to look the same. So I'm going to put some money in it. Actually, I think I might do two, because I think I have two of them. I think I got enough to do two containers. But I just thought it would be fun for them, make them guess. Have some fun with it. But I am so excited to see them this weekend. My little goobers. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting my garlic in my little mincer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mince these babies. Now, the original recipe that I found for this, they didn't ask for garlic, but I love garlic in things. I think it really helps give it some flavor. And I think with just the flavors that it was giving, it was good flavors, but I think it needed some garlic. So I'm adding garlic to it. Why not? Recipes are meant to be changed and have fun with. And I hope you guys are staying safe. It is pretty windy here. All day it's been really windy. Alright. Get these mixed in here real quick. Now our onions are starting to get a nice little caramely brown color to them, which I kind of like. They're getting a little bit translucent too. Garlic too. Alright. Now this is where you're going to start adding your other ingredients. Okay, so like I said, you're going to add your corn, your black beans. You want them drained. I was just looking to see how much I needed for the spices. So in here, you're going to add your corn, your black beans, to your onions and your garlic. And like I said, if you want to do tomatoes, you can add tomatoes to this. I'm not adding any tomatoes. Alright, now we're going to add our spices. Ouch! Sorry, I just put my leave that on the way there. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of pinch of salt. Pinch of black pepper. And then we are going to do some cumin. And we're going to add some chili. And then even though I know we added garlic, I'm adding just a little bit more of garlic powder in there too. Right, and let's wake up some of those flavors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more of avocado oil to help waken up some of those seasonings. You can just smell that deliciousness. Oh, smells so yummy. Let me see what else I want to do. I want to try and test for some flavoring and see how it tastes. That does taste good. I think we need to add a little bit more salt. That nice running water. From all that garlic. From all the onions. Oh, it's so yummy. Now I'm adding a little bit more avocado oil to this just because I'm not adding the tomatoes, which the tomatoes would give it some juice. But I don't want it too watery because, like I said, it's going to be going in our little squashes. Alright. We're going to let this sit for a few minutes. And then we are going to cook it. Gotta take my lid out. Alright, we're going to let this sit and simmer just for a couple minutes. And then we're going to come back to it. I am going to just because, like I said, I am not adding the tomatoes to it, I am going to add a little bit of my vegetable broth. Now, I don't want a whole lot of it, just because I don't think this is meant to be watered down. I just kind of want to add that to it to help give it some liquid. Yeah, just a smidge more. Because this is going to cook down a bit. And basically, this vegetable broth will be cooked off. But it's also going to help give it a nice little sauce. There we go. Alright, let's put the lid back on it and let it finish simmering for a bit. And then we are going to come over here. And like I said, we're going to make a dessert as well. It's going to be a really yummy, like, kind of simple banana cheesecake. I thought I'd kind of mess with it and see what we can do. So what we're going to do with our lovely squash is I'm going to do layers. So I have some jack cheese, some Monterey Jack cheese already shredded. And what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom. Just kind of coat the bottom of it so the cheese is going to get everywhere in there. Okay, and then when we're ready, we're going to take our veggies. And the other nice thing about this too is, like, if you really wanted to, you can probably take this and put other vegetables with it as well if you want to. Like I said, this is my veggie dish, and I figured we had enough veggies in this, which actually I wanted to give it a try because I've never had one before. That's pretty good. Ooh, I can't wait to try this. So, kind of almost reminds me of butternut, almost kind of reminds me of butternut squash, just a little bit. It's like if butternut squash and acorn kind of got married and had a baby. This is what it would be. It tastes pretty good. So it kind of looks, this kind of looks like an acorn. Like I said, it kind of looks like the acorn family, but it's It's a kabocha, Kabocha, or kabochka. But it has a little bit tangier taste than the acorn squash. So this would, I mean, I guess if you want to use an acorn squash, you can. I'm not sure what the inside of the acorn squash looks like. I'm not sure if you can make it, you know, hollow like that. But I found this one at my international store. They carry everything in there. So yeah, so get those, take it. Like I said, all you want to do is cut the top off, scoop out the seeds on the insides, and then put a little bit of avocado oil, some salt and pepper. I put a little bit of garlic powder on it too to give it a little bit more flavoring. With the lid on it, you want to do the same thing, put a little bit of oil on that as well. And then I preheated my oven to 400, and I cooked it for about 20 minutes, maybe just a little bit longer, maybe like 5-10 minutes more. And then it's like, it was tender for it. I cooked it ahead of time because I didn't want to run like how we did the other night. I was running out of, we were just sitting there cooking our veggies, and they weren't getting tender. And I think it had to do a lot with me forgetting to put the chicken broth or vegetable broth that was supposed to be in there. But as soon as I added it and I started cooking a little bit longer, it ended up getting nice and tender. So I was really happy about that. But yeah, this is really delicious. So let's check on our veggies and see if they're ready. Because really, we don't have to really cook them that long. We've got like 30 seconds left. Look at that. Yeah, see, that's just perfect. Just adding a little bit of that vegetable broth really kind of made it juicy. And I think that's what happens if you add the tomatoes to it. It would make it nice and juicy. And this is what you want. You want it nice and juicy in there. And then let's take our goodies here. We're going to turn that off because we don't need it anymore. And that was our timer. So, all right, we're going to take this. Like I said, I'm going to do mine in layers. We're going to take these veggies, put them in here. You just kind of scooch it over a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So, like I said, I put already layered cheese. I'm taking a little bit more cheese, putting it in there, just putting a layer of it. Now, it didn't say to do this in the directions. This is what I'm doing. We're going to take some more of these little yummy veggies. Now I'm going to take my spoon, my little spoon, and kind of push it in here a little bit. So you can kind of get it everywhere. All right, then we're going to go ahead and grab more of this yummy cheese. Put it in there. And I'm going to see if I can shove just a little bit more of these veggies in here. And you guys, whatever's left over, you can probably take some yummy tortilla chips and use, put some cheese on it. And yeah, have like a nice little corned bean dip. Or if not, just eat it. All right. And then top it off with just a little bit more cheese. And then we're going to add our lid on top. All right, and we're gonna put it in our oven and we're gonna let it cook for a few minutes so all of the cheese and stuff like that and everything else can finish cooking. So now it usually said on the recipe or on the directions to cook it for another 20 minutes, but since I cooked mine a little bit extra and it's already tender, I'm gonna do about maybe 10 minutes. And then hopefully in 10 minutes, we'll be able to have a yummy dessert ready for it as well. So we're gonna come over here. Sorry. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna make a real quick, simple dessert. You just move my mess here. Let me grab a bowl. This bowl is a little bit too big, but that's okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we are going to take a banana. And like I said, we are just experimenting and whatever. So I'm taking a banana and I'm gonna mush it up in here, and we're gonna make like a banana cheesecake. And the only reason why we're doing that is because I need to hurry up and use up this, what do you call it? This banana before it goes bad. So, and with me, I'm not gonna try and use as much sugar as it says to use, just because I don't like a lot of things sugary. So, the recipe I was finding on this one, it says to use 2 mashed potatoes, bananas. I'm only using 1, because I only have just a little bit of this stuff. So, and I'm trying to use up what I have. So, I also had a little bit of cream cheese that was left over that I needed to use. So, I thought I'd put that in here and mash it up as well. And we can use a mixer if we want. I'm just kind of getting in here real quick to see if this would be enough, which I think it would be. Like I said, if we wanted to, we get the mixer out too. Hi, Christine. All right. You might want to tell the boys they want to watch this video because I have something planned for all the kids this weekend. And I was saying whoever watched this gets a heads up. So they'll have advantage on it. All right. All right, so instead of adding a lot of sugar, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add some honey to this. Now, I really try and stay away from sugars. I try and do as natural as much as I can. Sorry, excuse my honey here. All right, I am doing just a little bit of this just because I'm trying to add natural sugars to it. And I think it's better like when you do stuff and you have your natural sugars, natural sweeteners. And who doesn't like honey and bananas either? I mean, come on. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm liking this so far. And I like it that's not sweet. So I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. He won't have any of the corn. Oh, tell him he will. Tell him corn is good for you. All right. Okay, we're just gonna add a little bit of vanilla. No, tell him he has to watch the beginning because, like I said, there's something that I'm doing, and if him and Seth watch this, they'll have a heads up on what I'm doing. They will know. That is really, really good. All right. I really like it with the honey. The honey tastes really good with it. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of powdered sugar to it, just a smidge. Because like I said, I don't like mine really, really sweet. I think I might grab another cream cheese and add a little bit more. So I was debating tonight to either make this or make ice cream. So, That's really good. So usually what I do is I'll take frozen bananas and I'll freeze them, and then I will pop them in my Ninja blender, and I'll add a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of like vanilla extract or even some strawberries, and I make ice cream out of it. Okay. All right, yep. Tell them if they want to have advantage on it. I'm going to do something fun with the kids. All right. So anyways, I will take it and I will make my own ice cream from it. I'm going to tell you, it's really good. Even if you take some peaches and add some peaches to it, ooh-wee, it is delicious. All right. I think I am going to add a little bit more cream cheese just because I want it a little bit thicker. Let's check this one out real quick. Nope. Because this one might need a little bit more mushing, but that's okay. Alright. Actually, it's pretty mushy as it is, so we should be okay. Ooh, I know Mom's homemade ice cream was the best. Now, my mom made some good homemade ice cream. She had one of those machines that nowadays you can kind of get, it's the generic version of it, but, okay, so I'm just adding just a smidge more cream cheese because I want it a little bit thicker. And we've got time to kill too. Right. So again, we're just making like a cream cheese type thing here. It's a banana cream cheese. I wish I had extra bananas. I'd put some on top of it. Ooh, make some layers. Now you can use a hand mixer. I just kind of wanted to do it with my fork and get it mushed up in there. And I probably did it all out of order, but you know what? This is us just having fun, being adventurous. I've never made this before. There we go. See, like it's a better thickness. It's not as runny as it was. That's what I was looking for. And for me, I wasn't really measuring anything either. I have both animals next to me to eat. They want some bananas. Unless they are gone bananas. Okay. We've got about a minute left for our dinner, and look at that. We've got a dessert and a dinner all together. Yay! All right, I'm just gonna sit that there for now. Let me grab a cup. Hey. All right. I am gonna grab my little mason jar and we're gonna put it in my mason jar. That is really delicious. Now, you guys can adjust this to however you guys want it. If you want more vanilla to it, or if you want, because it actually did say add some cream to it. I'm actually not gonna add any cream. Hey, enough. I think this is perfect. And this is like a no-bake cream cheese. Ooh, our dinner is ready. Come on. Let's trim that off. Come on. Hurry up. Let the dog out. We're gonna let it sit and cook there just for a few more minutes while we finish filling up our jar. Now, if you want to add whipped cream to it, then you can definitely take some, whipping cream, put it in a little mixer and make some. I am just putting it in my little mason jar. We're gonna have some left over. Oh. Forget dinner. I'm going straight to dessert. All right, we'll put that aside. Matter of fact, we're gonna put this in the fridge for a minute. All right, you guys, let's check this out. Are you guys pretty excited to see what this looks like? I am. It smells delicious. All right, look at that. Yum. All right, let's take it out. Let's see what we got. All right, that baby is out. Let me see directions real quick. All right, it doesn't say we have to wait. Yay. Okay, we are not waiting. Let's get this stuff out of the way so we can try this. Let's get all objects out of the way. So let's look at this. This is gonna be hot, but that's okay. Oh, look at that. Yum. All right, let's try it. My dog is getting into trouble out there. I can hear him. All right. That is really good. I really want to get it with the side here. Get some of the squash in there. I really want to try it with that. That is really good. You know what, you guys? You can even make this with a butternut squash. That will be great with it. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. Hold on, my dog has got something that he should be playing with. Hey. Oh well, I'll have to go hurt him later. Anyways, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. And then our dessert, let's grab that back out. It's been in the fridge long enough, right? But look at this dessert, you guys. Look at this. Look how yummy that looks and how creamy it is. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at all that jar full of yumminess. Let me show you on a spoon, up close. Look at that. That is a cream cheese banana. They're so good. All right, you guys, that is it for tonight. We made a stuffed, I have to look at the name again, Kabocha squash with beans and corn. Like I said, you can add tomatoes to it if you want, but the flavors are absolutely yummy and delicious. And try it out, you guys. Let me know what you guys think if you do try it. You can add meat to it if you want. Like I said, I wanted to hit my vegetarian people because a lot of people that do watch are vegetarian. So again, this is for you guys. If you want to add some meat to it, add some meat to it. If you don't want to do the corn, nephew, you don't have to do the corn. You can find other vegetables that you can put in there too as well. You can probably even take some bell peppers and put some bell peppers in with it. But again, substitute it, be different, make it your own dish, make it the way you want, but have fun cooking. All right, you guys, that's it for Amy, or Cooking with Amy. We will see you guys later. Have a great night, have a great week, and we will see you next week. Again, this weekend, no cooking because I won't be here. All right, you guys, have a great night. Thank you.